Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Senator Rand Paul was able to honor a Vietnam War veteran for his service yesterday. And Party Palace is getting ready to open its new location in Laurel County.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on August 25th. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, we've been talking about this heat this week, and I know that we're expecting that today, but you also have mentioned storms in the future as well. So.
Exactly. So I do think today we had those storms that kind of knocked us back a few notches yesterday. Kept us a little bit cooler, but it still, if you were outside, didn't feel that much cooler, but we only got into the upper 80s once we rebounded yesterday. Today, I think we're going to hold the storms off long enough to get into those low to mid 90s. So be ready for that as we head deeper into the afternoon. Let's take a look at the satellite and radar. And the reason I'm showing you this right now, there's not much in the way of cloud cover. And let me zoom out to kind of the regional view here. Most of the storms are going to pushing away. So they're going through parts of West Virginia, out of Ohio this morning. Nothing coming toward us at the moment. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. There is some moisture in the air, but it's fog this morning, especially down south. Zero visibility or close to it in Harlan, Wise, Somerset, Williamsburg, London, and Jacksboro. Just give yourself plenty of time if you're heading out across the region. I ran into some patchy, dense fog on my way into work this morning as well. 66 is a popular number over in Southwest Virginia, but everybody else is in the 70s. 77 Moorhead right now, one of the warmer spots. When you factor in those dew points, yeah, it's muggy out there, so you can feel that for sure as you head out the door. Speaking out the door forecast, mix of sun and clouds for the parts of the day. I do think we see the spotty chances for showers and storms pick up a little bit later on. Some of those could be on the stronger side, low and severe threat today, and temperatures top out around 95. If we get there, we'll break the record at Jackson and tie the record at the London Corbin Airport. Olivia?
Brandon, thank you. One of the two people involved in a golf cart incident in Richmond has died, and one member of the community already has plans to honor his life. Local musician Nicola Cassetta first met 23-year-old Austin Short when his motorcycle broke down a few years ago. Cassetta says Short and his friends came along and helped him load it in the back of a truck and drove it to a shop. Cassetta and his band is conducting a concert in Short's honor.
If they can't give, then just to be there for it in support of it. But if they can, I'm going to have a big bucket set up on stage with his name on it, and every dime that goes in there, we're going to take it and we're going to present it to the family.
The fundraiser will be at Champions Sports Bar and Grill in Richmond on Monday evening at 7. Kentucky colleges and universities are making sure students are safe and healthy. This is happening as the country sees an uptick in COVID. COVID isn't the only illness going around. Strep, flu, and the common cold are also spreading. We talked with a health leader at Eastern Kentucky University who says the university is following CDC guidelines if a student gets COVID.
We've become very well experienced at monitoring and tracking illnesses, as many of our other public higher education counterparts have. We take it very, very seriously, and we certainly encourage our students to take advantage of our student health services on campus.
In a statement, University of Kentucky officials say they highly encourage all available vaccinations for faculty, staff, and students, including COVID and flu. But they are no longer mandating COVID vaccines or testing. The Kentucky Education and Labor Cabinet released new unemployment numbers yesterday. Unemployment rates rose across 98 Kentucky counties between July 2022 and July 2023. In our area, Martin County recorded the state's highest unemployment rate at 10.5%. Magoffin reported 9.7%. Carter and Elliott each had 8.8%. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul has honored a Vietnam veteran with a Bronze Star Medal. Paul presented Stephen Stoker with that and several other awards yesterday near Louisville. Stoker was drafted into the Army during the Vietnam War. He was injured a week before his year-long deployment ended and flown out for treatment. Senator Paul says honoring people like Stoker is a very rewarding part of his job.
Both my wife and I grew up in military families, and it's a big deal, you know, to honor the service of those who gave so much. And, it was a tough time.
Paul says in a news release to any veterans in need to reach out to him to see how he can help. We are 2 weeks away from when retail sports betting kicks off in Kentucky. Businesses and racetracks across the state are finalizing details on their own plans after 17 licenses were approved this week by the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission. Each location will have bet and jet parking, allowing you to run in and out and place a bet in less than 15 minutes. While retail sports betting will kick off on September 7th, online sports betting will go live on September 28th. Work is nearly complete on a 60,000 square foot entertainment complex in Laurel County. Many in London may know the name Party Palace. The event space was at one location for 14 years. Now, after 2 years of work, the Palace is getting ready to open in its new location and provide a whole new experience.
So now we have 18 lanes of bowling, the indoor go-karts, laser tag, 60 arcade games, a full restaurant, and a bar.
Owner Craig Tincher says he hopes they are ready to open by next Friday, a little more than a week away. A new record was set at Kentucky Farm Bureau's annual Country Ham Breakfast in Louisville. This year, the 18-pound ham sold at auction for a record-breaking $10 million. That's double last year's record. Central Bank and Joe and Kelly Kraft each contributed $5 million for the winning bid. The money raised from the auction will go to support a number of charities.
There are a lot of great needs in this Commonwealth, and you know, if you're going to give the money, if you're going to stay active in charitable giving, like, let's do it big time. Let's do it here at the Kentucky State Fair and at this ham breakfast, where it is about people. It is about Kentuckians.
It's not the ham. It's what we can do back and give back to our communities we serve and this great state we live in.
The Crafts donation will go to a variety of places, including an effort to build 57 new homes in Knott County for flood victims. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, jousting takes a unique twist with this century's old tradition in France.
Today could be one of the hottest days of the summer, and the heat isn't the only possible threat we could see. I'll have the latest in about 3 minutes.